Oh, so we've looked at projectors in the past, and they've always been really budget friendly ones, and I've always been like, yeah, it's cool, but I'd still think I'd prefer to just watch it on a smaller but big screen TV. But maybe that'll change today. That may change today. So today we're actually checking out something that I think is pretty cool and it actually kind of caught my eye, and this is the NexiGo Nova Mini Smart Laser Projector. And based on their website, this thing looks like it's pretty tiny. So just coming in at 1.96 inches thick, weighing about 3 pounds. This packs, I would think, serious projection power. So it's built around a laser light engine, not what we normally see, like a traditional lamp or LED projector that you'd find in most budget projectors. So this is the first one for me that's laser. So what does a laser projection actually mean? Well, the laser light source actually gives you a bunch of things like better brightness, sharper color accuracy, and again, way longer life. So most lamp-based projectors start to dim after they're in use for like a year or two, and eventually they will need to have their bulb replaced. The Nova Mini's laser system keeps consistent brightness for what they say is about tens of thousands of hours. And it powers up almost instantly, so no warm-up time needed for like a laser projector. So it's rated at 1200 ANSI lumens and projects up to a whopping 150-inch image, which again, I think is pretty awesome considering again how compact this actually is. So another big upgrade is its intelligent screen alignment that they use. They also have intelligent obstacle avoidance. So when you move or adjust the projector, it'll automatically detect things like walls or objects or uneven surfaces and try to realign the image. So none of that, you and I having to manually tweak or mess around with the focus wheel. It just locks on and tries to correct itself. And we've seen that in some other projectors, but nice to see that here, and we'll see how well it works. Sound is also something. It's actually got a built-in stereo set of speakers tuned for clarity, so you can use it without having to use, they say, an external soundbar. It still supports Bluetooth and HDMI out, so if you do want to connect it with a set of bigger speakers, you can. And I also love the small touches, like little things like it has a built-in kickstand, which makes it easy to aim the image upward if you happen to be projecting onto a wall or screen, which may seem like a simple thing, and it is, but actually it's quite convenient. So I do like that. And since this is actually running Google TV, you've got access to all your favorite apps without having to plug in anything extra. So you got your Netflix, your Disney Plus, your YouTube, right? Prime Video, right out of the box. No extra dongles or streaming sticks are required for this. So at around the $900 US retail, you can find it sometimes on sale for like down to 600. It kind of sits in that sweet spot between compact portables and full home theater projectors. So compared to most non-laser projectors, the Nova Mini should give you faster startup, again, more consistent brightness over time, and sharper contrast. And that's even with some light in the room. So let's do a quick unbox. I'm going to then take it out and into the garage and put it through some tests. And then I'll share my final thoughts on whether I think the NexiGo Nova Mini is the right projector for you, or if possibly you should look somewhere else. So let's take a look at what comes in the box. Okay, so this is the box. This is the box that it comes in. It's already like suitcase friendly, yes? I love the fact that it actually has built in it. It has, your Google TV or whatever you want to call it, right? Everything you stream all on one screen, 1080p, 3D support, laser power, Dolby audio, built-in kickstand, built-in kickstand, built-in kickstand. Browse 400,000 plus movies and TV episodes in one place. Plus, you just got, all your extra stuff. If you have subscriptions to Netflix and Prime and Apple TV Plus and the other ones that are out there, I guess, then hey, you're living the dream. You can just have them all installed in here, you know, not have to carry anything else with you. Oh, so it says your experience starts here. If you need to, right here. You guys see it, right? Your experience starts here. I hope I'm not knocking too much crab over. Anyways, this here, yes? So first off, I'm just gonna kind of turn this way. Wireless display content from your iOS, Mac, Android, and Windows. So you have a Google Cast, screen mirroring. It shows you how to set all that stuff up. Very cool. You have a nice little remote. You know what? It's pretty. It feels like your, Google TV remote that you kind of get with like an Android box, or kind of feels like a Roku remote, but they all work good. Roku remotes work fantastic. So I'm guessing this would too. My guess is no batteries, but it does take two AAA batteries, so just kind of be aware of that. This package it does come with batteries. Look at you guys. You guys are doing it all. Look, batteries. I always complain. I'm like, you guys, you send stuff out. People spend like $600, whatever, right? Get home, they're all excited to use it, and then what happens? Get it all out of the box. Can't turn it on because they don't have batteries. That's not good. Clean the cloth, right? Would you like to extend your warranty? Maybe. There's your user manual. That's a good size user manual. And look at that black. Black. Isn't that sexy? I have to say, that's kind of sexy. For sure. I like that. And look how wee tiny it is. Anyways, you do have, here's your like power cable number 1 that plugs into power cable number 2. So that's excellent. You get some silica gel, which you should not ever eat. Don't do it. Doesn't matter what the kids are telling you to do. And I'm just gonna put this all down because I'm gonna. That manual. I'm loving the black. I think that black is a little bit all right. I'm gonna keep the batteries and this out here. And is that it? Yep. And this is it. Look at, you know what it looks like? It looks like a Wii. You know the Wii's, the Wii, Nintendo Wii. It reminds me of a black version of that. Just the kind of the shape and size of it, right? If you could set it up this way, it's kind of Wii-like. It's Wii-like. I do like has a little tripod mount on the bottom. There's that tripod mount that's going back there somewhere. If you want that on there. These, look at that. There it is. There's that little kickstand. Yes. Yes, sir. That little kickstand right there, which is awesome. There's going to be your projector down there, your little infrared stuff. This is your caution glass top. It is super pretty. Avoid impact. Keep this nice. I got a little bag here, so I'm just like, I'm making a mess already. My hands are greasy. All right. Look at that. And come on now. That's the button. That's crazy. If that's the button, here's your power button, a little extra menu stuff. I think that is just sexy. There's your little vent out the back. You have an HDMI 1 with ARC, cool. HDMI 2. You have a LAN port. You have your power connector. You have your audio for if you want to go out to external speakers, right? And a USB. Now, I know again I'm asking for the moon, but be cool if they had a optical cable, right? An optical for that, it'd be cool. But it doesn't matter. HDMI probably be good enough for most because you'd probably be running it out past through. And again, I believe it has Bluetooth in it, so you can Bluetooth out to your speakers if you want to go that route. Anyways, there's your ports. Come on now, that's all right. That's all right. Plug these in. Put your batteries, which it comes with, in the remote, and we're ready to rock and roll. Anyways, I'm gonna go outside now, and we're gonna plug it into the garage. I think we may have a screen that we can use. So I'm gonna see if I can find that. I'm gonna put that up, and we'll give this a true run through. Okay, so sitting in the room. I was gonna go out in the garage and do it, but it's cold, so no. I'm down in this room here, and I have it just set up on the table with a little projector screen, and we're gonna see how this does. Now, I don't think I'm gonna do it necessarily in this kind of lighting, but I may do it after because I'm curious to see with moderate to bright light how well it is. Most projectors, that are, let's say, sub $1,000, Really, when you start getting daylight or bright light, they really start to dim a lot. So I'm curious to see how this one does. Anyways, this is just the setup right here. So very nice and simple. We just have the projector on the table. What I like about it, I have to say, like it's so small, right? It doesn't just look like some crazy big projector. And you could just throw this in the drawer here without question and just pull out the power and the remote when you needed it. Anyways, I'm gonna put the camera just off to the side, just this. And there's the big screen that we have. So screen set up, and we'll see what this looks like. All right, give me a sec so I can just get the camera ready. Okay, firstly, I'm going to just turn this light off. Hopefully I can still see stuff. All right, light off. I probably should have waited till I plugged it in. That probably would have been smart. Anyways, let me just find the plug for this. It's a USB-C plug, which is cool. We're gonna hit the power button. Oh, it's so pretty. You guys can't see it, I'll show you after. There she goes. You gotta hold the power button down for just a few seconds. There she is. You can tell it can go big, right? Because it's way bigger than my screen has the ability to shoot. And I think right now, maybe it's gonna go through its hunting phase, but yeah, that can go really big. But I do like the fact that it's got Google, and it's not like dark in here. It's not like nighttime dark, right? All right, so set up with the bottom, pair with the remote. Okay, I have the remote. Oh, something just happened. Oh, it's doing its little focus thing. There we go. And yeah, this could be nice and big. Oh yeah, that looks way nicer. Yes? Keep the remote within 20 centimeters per direct. Press and hold the back button. The remote actually lights up, which is nice. Press and hold the back button and the home button simultaneously. Okay, I'm guessing it's those two. I'm guessing that worked. Yep, there it is. So that worked really good. So we got our English. That is nice and clean. So I wonder, is Canada in there? No. So we're just gonna go United States. Set up my Google TV. And it even seemed to set up the Google TV part. Oh, I have a Google app. I'm gonna set this up and we'll be right back. Okay, hold on. All right, I think everything's moving along. Just to log into my Google account. Choose your services. Yes, 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 yes. Now, I just did an update on my old TV that actually has Google TV installed too. And I have to say, it did take some time. So I think, like, especially in comparison to like Roku and things like that, I do find that just because it's Android, it does take a little bit more time to install, but you really only have to do it once, so it's not that big a deal. So we'll come back once this has been all set up. Okay, back up and running. You can set your Google Photos as your screensaver. Very cool. Kid features, multiple profiles. Don't really care. I have to say this remote is really good. So yeah, that looks great. It definitely looks way better, especially for the fact that it's not like crazy dark in here. It just looks, yeah, it definitely looks better than mine. So let's just do a real quick test. YouTube. Everything loads up nice and fine. Even the edges of the screen, because it resized itself to kind of fit on this screen, which was cool. And it has me logged in, but yeah, it has one account, but it's my old account. So let us actually, want to see how fast it comes up. All right, a couple channels. Yep. Let's go here because it's got some nicer stuff to look at. So let's do this one, shall we? Just to see.
Well, good morning, and thanks for joining us.
I'm even looking at the speaker here, so let's just
vlog from Dieppe, New Brunswick, to the ECIC motorcycle event of 2025 This motorcycle rally is in Saint-Victor de Beau, Quebec. Now again, I hope I'm pronouncing some of these right, so I apologize if my pronunciation is wrong. Monique and I will be driving a Polaris Slingshot alongside a pack of about
feels way
10
more
other Indian
theater
motorcycle riders
than just on a normal TV,
long way
I have to say.
We will be showcasing each day of the journey. The breathtaking coastal vistas, ferry crossings, mountain roads, torrential rains.
I wonder, actually, if I do this.
With some tips and insights,
I'm curious, just make sure my resolution is set up nice and high, because I think my internet's, yeah, 1080.
Get ready for winding roads.
Well, I guess that's, yeah, that's as high as it's going to get. So.
Advice and a taste of life on the open road.
But it moves fast.
Our
like
adventure begins
the remote and the processor in it seem to be nice and quick.
One meetup in Caracat, New Brunswick, and instead join the group on.
All right, yeah, that looks great. Nothing wrong with that. Other ones here, just see load up time.
Okay, so it is
fast.
like 8 o'clock in the morning.
The speaker on the actual projector is okay for a speaker. Like if you're in a dorm or something like that and you just wanted some sound, you're not going to get the same kind of sound as you would out of, let's say, you know, headphones or a Bluetooth speaker or something like that. But for the fact that this is really tiny, and there is some heat blowing out the back of this as well, so just kind of be aware of that, right? But that's okay. Okay, so other than that, what else we got? What is this? All right, more stuff. There's all of our apps on there. Like normal, you do have, because this is Google, you can go and get all kinds of apps because you are going to have your app store. You are going to be able to go as well into the system itself and do updates, all that kind of stuff. So if you need to, right, you can. Inside your settings, let's see. Yeah, it's a little different on this one, just for the fact that it's probably a more modern version. It does have Bluetooth, so if you want to hook up Bluetooth speakers or headphones, you can. You have your picture. So I'm in standard picture mode, but right, you have vivid. Is it a big change? I don't really know. Sport, movie, game. So let's go game. For some reason, game. Oh, so in game mode, you don't get the keystone. It comes back with this. That's strange. That it doesn't have that. That's a little different. Anyways, you do see some change in your picture modes. Like if you look at brightness and contrast saturation, 49, 47, 50. If you went to standard, right, 55, 48. So they are making some changes for sure. You can go back to your home button here. So, yeah. No, it's good. And like I said, it's definitely snappy, right? So I could come here, watch now on Prime. Not that I'm going to get you guys to watch this very much. But, again, it loads up quick. It's probably going to make me log in because I probably haven't done it before. Yeah, so I'd have to log in. But very cool. Anyways, I want you to see this too before I stop. Just here. Look at the remote. It lights up. Okay, so all you have to do, it goes dark every once in a while. And then it seems to be, like if I lay it here, it'll go to sleep, right? And then as soon as you kind of pick it up, I think you just, see? It's got like a motion activation in it where it lights up, which is awesome. Same thing with this here. Look, you just kind of have to put your hand over it. And watch this. If you don't have your remote, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll just kind of tilt. Like this, I think. Yeah, you can move right with this. You just kind of slide over top of it, and it actually, it's not like fantastic, but it's still kind of cool. I don't know, little things, I can just kind of scroll around. Yeah, that's neat. All right, let's go talk about who I think this is for, because I do think it's pretty cool. Actually, real quick, you guys can see it right here. I'm going to turn the light back on. And is it seeable? Not really, right? Still needs to be dark. So just so you know, still needs to be dark. All right, let's go downstairs and play with that. But look how tiny that is. Come on now, right? So tiny.
So after, taking a look at what comes in the box, testing the NexiGo Nova Smart, the NexiGo Nova Mini Smart Laser Projector, that's a mouthful. Here's my thoughts. So if you want a compact, no-fuss projector that just kind of fits pretty much anywhere, this one definitely hits a lot of those features like right away. So the laser light engine gives you better brightness, definitely, and color consistency than traditional lamps or LED projectors based on what I've tested in the past. And this would be especially over time, right? So again, no bulbs to replace, no fading colors. You just turn it on, it should work. And for most of us, 10,000 plus hours is going to be a lot. The intelligent screen alignment and obstacle avoidance are easily some of my favorite features, just because, you always have something that just kind of gets in front of you and you're like, really? So you can just, move the projector, tilt it, set it on a table. It'll instantly find the screen. It'll try to avoid furniture, resize the image down to what it needs to project it perfectly. And again, it's that kind of smart feature you don't really realize that you need or want until you've actually had it and used it. So I think that's a big one. Sound quality, surprisingly good for such a small device. Not tinny or hollow. I would say it's good enough for casual movies or gaming without, possibly needing an external set of speakers. So, but again, speakers are always going to make it better. And the built-in kickstand, again, simple, but, makes setting this up really nice and easy. So who do I think this is for? Well, if you're, let's say, in a small apartment, a dorm, a condo, or if you like to move your setup around, then I think this is going to be a great fit. This is going to be perfect for those movie nights, outdoor setups, travel, or anyone who really just wants a sleek, minimal big screen experience without having to carry a bunch of wires around with you. But it's not all gravy, right? There are some that maybe should look elsewhere. So if you're building a dedicated home theater, so you want that perfect big screen experience, you need ultra high brightness for daytime viewing, or you want true 4K native projection, then you'll probably want a higher end model. So this one shines most in moderate light rooms, where portability and convenience matter probably more than the raw power and specs of this device. But for me, it outshined pretty much anything I've ever tested. And for its size, price, and performance, the Nova Mini is one of the most practical mini projectors, I would say, out there right now. So this is the NexiGo Nova Mini Smart Laser Projector. And if you found any of this info helpful, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like, to see more on cool products like this, I guess. Anyways, I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna probably set this up in the garage. It may be a permanent housing for it. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. All right, guys, links down below if you guys are interested, and I'll see you guys next video. Later.